Hello everyone, welcome to yet another quick video about Borderlands 3. This time around I'm going to show you something that I've been working on in the past 2 days. I've been trying to understand a bit how the spawn awesome items function works, and I've gotten to the conclusion that in order for this to work, what it actually does is to create an array of items, of item pool data. And then this array is passed on to a native function that is called spawn items. Unfortunately, this function, this later run, is run through Unreal Script. So I was able to isolate its bytecode. I think I've also posted some information on Fearless Revolution forums. But this time around, let me show you what I've managed to pull off. So I have the game running. I have the process opened in Cheat Engine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inject the DLL, so I have access to the console and the objects are dumped. As you can see, the file is populated. There we go. And if you go in game, you can see the console. For some of you that don't know, pressing tilde one time going to show the minimized console. Pressing it one more time is going to show the full console. So press it 2 times to get the full console showing up. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enable to get all of the stuff populated in here. I've added some more related to weapon, such as the number of bullets to be fired. As you can see here, it's set to 0. If I change weapon, you'll see that this one fires 3, this one fires 1. So you can change how many of them are going to be fired. Let me just show you real quick. I'm going to enable this as well. Wait 2 seconds. Infinite clip ammo, and then so let's see. God works. Yep. And now this is one shot. So I'm going to, as you can see, I've also added the player level here. You can modify that if you want. So bullets to fire instead of 1, let me put 5. Let's see what's going on. I'm pressing the mouse button, the fire mouse button 1 time. 2. So I'm not clicking the mouse button right now. It's firing on its own. There you go. So basically we can control with that double word here how many shots actually. It's not bullets to fire, it's shots to fire. For the fire delay, there are some, for example, this one takes a bit to fire, but if you change this to 0, it will fire almost instantly. As you can see, there's no delay between the shots. And also if you change this to, let's say, 5, then fire rate to, let's bump it up to 40. That thing is so annoying. The same replicas, same lines actually. And let's also make the accuracy 0, weapon handling 0, and then no recoil, and then it doesn't have any sway. So right now it fires, as you can see, I'm pressing it 1 time and it fires 5 shots. Let me set this to 50. So I have basically modified the full auto to burst of 50 rounds. So I'm pressing the mouse 1 time. This is what happens. Okay. Now let me actually show you why I made this video. Well, you can play with the values here in the debug section, but I have this one that is basically a thread. The amount of items that I want to spawn is 1 to begin with, and what I want to do is take a look at the forums here where someone said something about these item pools. So I'm just going to choose this one, for example. I'm going to look it up in my file, and I'm going to copy its address and paste it here where it's 0. Okay, now I'm going to press numpad delete, and this is what's going to happen. Boom. Stark Westergun. Alright, so Sublime Westergun, as you can see, the stats are being randomized. I'm assuming you can choose one that has the most expensive price. That should also have some cool features. So right now the most expensive one is 2042. This one has cryo efficiency and radiation. This one radiation and shield. Let's see. Corrosive and radiation. Let's take this one for a spin. Where are you? This one? Oh, it's already in slot 1. Okay, let's try another one. This one. Let's see if it's in the pool. Oh, there we go, we have it. Ta-da! Stubby Nasty Skeksil. Let's try it out. Ooh, interesting. Cool weapon. Let's see what else. Phoenix Tears. This looks interesting. So please keep in mind that sometimes these items that I'm searching for, these item pools will not be available to you. And that's probably because you have to be in the boss map. I'll show you in a second that I'm looking for one and I won't find it. Let me look at this one first. Okay. Phoenix Tears, legendary artifact. Oh, so this is an artifact. Okay, cool. So back here, someone wanted to get the Queen's Skull, which is actually called like this. And let me look it up here in the file. And as you can see, it's not here because it's not loaded. And I'm going to explain why. Because these items are based on... I'll show you actually. Let me just attach X64DBG. So what's happening with these is something like this. If you're looking for, let's say, Phoenix Tears, this one, right? And you take the address, you drop it here, and at offset plus 10, you'll have an address. If you search this address now in the document that I have here, you'll see that it points to a class. The class is called GBX Inventory Item Pool Data. So this will be constant for all of the item pools. The one thing that's going to be different between them is what is stored at offset plus 20, which is this one. And if you look for it, you'll see that it points to a package. Package item pool Phoenix Tears Phoenix. So, as I was saying, unless the game loads that package with the respective item, you'll not be able to find it. So that's why you find it in the boss map, because that's where it spawned. You will not find it outside the boss map because in any other maps you'll not have this package loaded. I don't know if in the engine there's a condition that basically allows me to load all of the packages for the item pools. I haven't looked into that. I think it might be tedious, but what I can tell you is you can use this workaround. So right now, for example, if you change this to, let's say, 5, and let's take a look at another one. like this one here. Hopefully we'll find it. And there it is. I'm going to also show you this one. So right now you should see 5 items being spawned. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I haven't adjusted the script in such a way that it allows you to spawn one or several items from multiple pools, but that can be adjusted in the script itself. Whereas here, you would need to change this to however many pools you want to add, and the pools will start from here. This is basically the first item pool, and you should add stuff in here. So if you want to generate from 3 different pools, as many items as you want, you have to basically add, I'm copy pasting, +8, and then +10. So this will be the first pool, this will be the second pool, this will be the third pool. And you also have to change this to 3 because there's an iteration in the function, in this function here, that will basically go through all of the pools, and then it will generate as many items of I amount established here. This is I amount, so I changed it to 5 from 1. So that's it for now. Let's test this weapon. Just out of curiosity. Okay, so this is a rocket launcher. Alright. Well, see you next time. Bye, guys.